Have you ever thought about how cable TV and before that on-air TV have shaped Belizean culture? Just 4 decades ago, TV was a brand new phenomenon in Belize.
That would have been the big back version around 1981 to the latter part of 1981, because I can remember going into high school and when we done got a leave black and white TV. But we never have cable as such. We have to stick up the antenna of the TV, put file paper on it.
Kathleen Flowers shared her memories of the early days of cable TV in Belize. Before cable, there were just two channels, Channel 9 and Tropical Vision. Channel 9 brought WGN TV, a Chicago-based station, right into Belizean homes.
For us, it was Channel 9. Everybody only spoke Channel 9 business in this city because there weren't many options, and Channel 9 was straight out of Chicago, Illinois, straight die-hard, Cubs, anything Chicago, Wrigley's Field, anything Chicago, the little Bozo show was what children grew up on in the 1980s and early 90s. I could remember one, Andy Griffith. Oh, Andy Griffith, and another comedy one was the old man. What's his name?
Don't ask me.
The one that my father used to enjoy watching. I can't remember his name right now, but he used to have a little toe dance that he did and would always have a heart attack.
Wow. Oh, Sanford and
Sons.
Chicago-based entertainment, especially sports, became so popular in Belize through WGN that Cubs star Gary Matthews visited in 1985. He was greeted with a parade and celebrations fitting for a king. Evan Tench, president of the Belize Cable Television Operators Association, fondly remembers those days and reflects on how the industry has evolved.
So you had individuals, entrepreneurs started to run cable over the telephone lines and the electric lines to people's home. So you pick up, have the signals picked up by satellite, and then they would create like a multi-channel signal in the head end, and then they would push that to your home over the cable.
How was this a game changer from what we had with the on-air?
Well, it was a game changer because no more channels came into play. You know, you were getting first, I think, a few dozen, and then it increased until where we are now with a couple hundred channels.
Belize City led the way in this TV evolution. As the country's population hub, the demand for more channels was high, sparking competition among providers. More cable connections meant TV's influence in Belize expanded beyond just WGN.
The thing is, it was easier for us to pick up because at that time, the Americans were launching satellites that had hundreds of channels beamed for their customer base. But these satellite signals were reaching us. It was easy for us to put up, at that time, it was these big mesh dishes, 10 feet, 12 feet, 20 feet, and we could pick up the signal here. So we used that content to send to the customers.
Back then it was, can't get home fast enough to watch the soap operas. Those were the things that we used to watch, and they affected our homes. Many a pot never did finish cook early enough because of soap opera. Because the mothers were home watching those, and they either cook early, or they hurry finish it up by the time the children used to come home for lunch at that time.
You had a favorite?
I was Days of Our Lives. I would watch Days of Our Lives. But I know my mom who was at home, she had like 4 or 5 of them. And the thing is, when they don't watch, she would get on the veranda and she and the neighbor next door discuss, and they anticipate what the next episode will look like.
In just 4 decades, technology has leaped forward. Industry leaders have shifted from cable to fiber-to-home transmission. As costs have risen, tech advancements have driven companies to create mobile apps and streaming platforms. While there's still a craving for North American content, there's a growing demand for programming that reflects Belizean identity, from sports broadcasts to local shows.
Because of the advent of technology, now there's faster internet, better satellite technology, we can get more content from the Caribbean. This has made the product that we're offering much more diverse, much more cultural, much more local, much more regional, that we can offer to the consumer than just initially when the satellites were only picking up spillover signal from the USA.
Reporting for News 5, I am Paul Lopez.